Welcome, everyone. My name is Nick Hershey. I'm the president of the Mortgage Calculator. We are a lender that operates quite a bit differently than any other company out there. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining us today so we can talk a little bit more about what makes us special and unique. And then we'll pass it over to Kyle Hershey, our COO, who will actually show some of the back end of the software and systems we've developed, specifically all of our leads. And then we'll close it out with Jose Gonzalez, our CSO, with 29 years of experience putting this all together to close more loans. So let me start by sharing my screen here. And hopefully most of you have checked out this page and seen some of the information, but let me explain a little bit more about exactly what we mean here. So we're not your traditional bankers. We don't come from the traditional banking industry. We come from a background in marketing and technology and generating leads at scale. So we are all about allowing our team to earn up to 100% commission with unlimited free leads, all powered by our custom software, CRM, POS, LOS, all built in together. And of course, we have AI integrated every step of the way. So why would you want to work with us? Again, we are not your traditional bankers. We are a mortgage technology company. So we want to provide you guys the platform and the tools to scale up your business instantly so you can plug in and generate more leads from the business that you're already doing. So let me explain a little bit more about how this all works. So first up, we'll talk about the business model. So here we are approved with over 135 lenders and investors. What that means for all of you guys here, we're always going to have the best rates and pricing. Typically, that's going to be at our in-house programs where we're the lender, we're funding the loans with our own money, and we're drawing our own docs with our 5,000 plus loan programs. But if there's any reason where we can't fund the loan with our own money, we have over 135 other lenders we work with for things that are a little bit outside the box. So that means we have every loan program that exists out there. Conventional, VA, USDA, FHA, non-QM, DSCR, those are the types of things we fund in-house. And once we start going outside the box, commercial, fix and flip, ground up, mixed use, CDFI, SBA, those are the types of things we partner with our wholesale partners for. So what's important is we have an outlet for every loan that comes through the door. And let's talk a little bit about the technology, how we make this all happen. Again, we are all about scaling your business up, and it all starts with our instant AI-powered website, which you're looking at one page of here now, but with the POS, CRM, LOS all integrated together. Again, this is software that's built for us, by us, for loan officers, by loan officers. And what it comes down to is one login for you, one login for your customer. No matter which one of our hundreds of different partners or thousands of different loan programs we choose, there's only one place you and your client need to go. We can also pull instant rate quotes from our 5,000 plus in-house loan programs and even re-quote those automatically as the markets fluctuate, which has been pretty crazy lately. And that all results in your prospects instantly going from name, email, phone number to pulling their own live rates, pulling their own credit, completing their own 1003, getting that all synced into our system without you lifting a finger. And we do that with over 50 API integrations with our technology partners you may be used to, but you don't need to log in or anything. So we use Encompass as our base LOS, but you don't need to log into Encompass. You can just click the buttons on the screen there and control it. Same thing with Optimal Blue for pricing, industry standard for pricing. Don't need a login or anything, just click the button. 5 AMCs at the click of a button. You get the point there. Everything is just a click away. We also have our automatic social media posts. So you plug in your social media and of course your picture will generate automatic flyers and post those to your social media automatically with your own link to generate leads every single day from what you're already doing. And we also have the AI built in. Our AI is named Calvin, the loan officer assistant. And not only can he help you with loans, he does dual Oz, like many platforms have dual Oz, but our Calvin AI assistant analyzes that and see which option may be best for your borrower. And another thing that we're very passionate about here is the training and support. Since we're all remote based here, we want to make sure we have the tools at your fingertips at all times. So typically that's going to be our remote learning center, our classroom style learning. It's open 365 days a year, 24/7. Log in there, take new classes, expand your skills. And we also do our daily live video podcast style training. So 5 days per week, we do our daily mortgage rates live where we go over our live rates and a different loan topic for both MLOs and customers alike. And then we also have 3 days per week, a in-depth loan officer training where we go through structuring loans, clearing conditions, all that kind of great stuff. And we also have our processors in our Zoom room. So during business hours, you can get in there. They can take over your screen. Even though we're remote here, they can still get face-to-face, take over your screen, click those buttons for you, and get you unstuck. And we also have our knowledge center with thousands of articles, not just from us, but our partners as well. So thousands of videos, tips, tricks, guidelines, matrices, all kinds of different resources with one search. And we have our Calvin Compliance AI program with all of the federal and state regulations for the states we're licensed in, so you can get instant answers on any complex compliance issues. And the final category here, definitely one of my favorite. We love to close our DSCR business purpose loans in 44 total states without necessarily having to get more licenses. So great opportunity for y'all to expand your license footprint without having to get more licenses. And we can have all kinds of different ways leads come in. It comes down to a simple 50-50 split. So Kyle will show you all the ways those come in, but just know if you take a company lead, it's going to be at a 50-50 split. And if you want to generate your own leads, we have all kinds of different ways to do that. You can start with a lead plan where you can copy some of our leads, put your own budget behind it. Or if you're already rocking and rolling with leads, you can import those instantly with our webhook. I will show that here in a second. And you can always click a button at any time to refer a deal to a teammate and still earn 75 basis points. Maybe you're not licensed in that state. Maybe it's a spouse, you have a conflict of interest, or maybe you've never done that loan type before. Just click a button and earn some great commission while you learn with your teammates. And as Kyle mentioned before we got started here, we have our annual retreat here in Miami. Since we're all remote, we still want to meet everybody face to face. We do a VIP yacht party, a hotel room for our teammates, and a bunch of networking events, including past speakers like Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank and Marcus Lemonis from The Profit. So great opportunity to meet everybody face to face. Now let's get into the compensation plans. So first up, we'll talk about our broker unlimited plan, which is more focused towards brokers and those that are already up and running and have their own book of business and don't need much support here. So this is where you can earn 100% commission. So we're on a 275 comp plan. So if we charge the customer 275 basis points, we're going to earn 275 basis points on conventional and non-QM, the stuff you guys are used to. And if you take a company lead, again, simple 50-50 split, so 137.5 basis points on company leads, that's 1.375%. Now, all of our teammates can broker with over 135 lenders and commercial partners. Again, we're on a 275 basis point comp plan. That's lender or borrower paid. You're going to be working with the lender account executive and their team. So again, you're not really working with us, you're working with the lenders. So that's great. And you're going to be working with a third-party processing company as well. That's how wholesale loans work. You can always refer deals to our in-house correspondent loan officers for 75 basis points who have more flexibility with pricing, etc. And you're always going to have access to all the different leads Kyle will show you here in a second. Everybody on our team has recruiting incentives as well. And since you're just using our software and our platform, all there is a $2.99 per month tech fee with no transaction fees. And of course, you earn 100% of the commission you charge your customers there. Now, this is for, again, people that are already maybe in the broker channel, know how it works, and just need the platform and don't need as many resources. Those of you who may be new or may need more resources or more flexibility that is afforded with a correspondent channel, and start as a correspondent loan officer. Earn up to 200 basis points. Our standard commission here, 150 basis points on conventional non-QM, that's 1.5%, and 75 basis points on company leads, as that's a 50-50 split, that's 0.75%. Our in-house team can go non-del or broker at any time with all of our partners. And because we are the lender, we have flexible pricing and price matching available when we can. You're going to be assigned a mentor as well to help you structure your deals and disclose those deals actually in person with you. And of course, you're going to be using our in-house team. You have access to our in-house processing team that can actually work on your files live on the Zoom, as well as our Calvin AI loan officer assistant can help you push that loan from start to finish since all of the conditions are in our system. To get to that 200 basis points, we have a 50 basis point bonus. Again, we want to get everybody using our system. So anything with volume over 2 million, we want to get as much comp back to you as we can. So that's how you can earn more basis points there. And again, we have unlimited leads. Kyle will show you here in a second at a 50-50 split. Everybody can participate in recruiting. And the important thing is here, when you're in-house on the team, there are no monthly fees for access to the system here. So 2 different plans here. You can sign up for the one that's applicable. Just click the button to sign up. And you can obviously change later. But let's go ahead and pass it over to Kyle, who will show us exactly how the software works and, of course, how the leads come in. So you ready, Kyle?
Yep, absolutely. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. And just to point out a couple features of the CRM here, of course, you can take your notes, send your emails, send your text, but we also have a button here for our AI assistant to do that for you. So that's pretty cool. And you can set reminder tasks for yourself. Of course, put people on drip campaigns, action plans to automatically email them and text them on your behalf over time, all that kind of good stuff that any other CRM would typically do. But what really starts to set our system apart here is our quoting system. So within just 2 minutes of getting off the phone with your client, without pulling their credit or anything, just asking them a few questions. You can put the info in here, click a button, pull up the pricing from all of our different options, select the rates you want to show your client, and within 2 minutes of getting off the phone with your client, you can send them a nice, pretty quote that looks like this, where they can see the rate choices you showed them. They can scroll over these things to see what they mean. You'll see here it pulled in, when I put in the address, it automatically pulled in the Google map. It pulled in the property taxes. It pulled in the Zestimate. All of that comes in automatically, as well as a actual estimate for their insurance here. So that all happened automatically with the address. It does the automatic breakdown of the taxes, insurance, and HOA fees and all that kind of good stuff. And of course, the lender fees. And now as we come down here, of course, it has you here as the loan originator. I'm John Doe here today. And I attached Jose here as the realtor as an example that you can add your realtor partners to this. So your realtor partners, they absolutely love this because they know when they refer you a client, not only can you quote that client within minutes, but you're going to include them on the quote. They can see what's going on. They can see that you're keeping them in front of their client's face saying, hey, we are your team that's pushing this deal across the finish line. So your realtor partners are going to want to refer deals to you, putting them on this cool quoting system and on your quotes as opposed to somebody who is not. So with that being said, the coolest part about all this is your client can then just click start my loan application. And what that does is takes them immediately to their borrower portal, which looks like this, where they can start their 1003. They don't have to leave the page. They do everything here in our portal. They can upload the documents we're going to need. They can see their loan info here. They can see the milestone, which automatically updates whichever milestone their loan is in as you go through the process of closing their loan for them. And so everything they need is here in their borrower portal. Now, let me show you what it looks like on your end, on your back login, once they've submitted their application. So if we come here, you'll notice that this application is green. It's 100% complete. And what happened was when this client submits this application, we actually pull credit instantly and automatically. The client doesn't have to pay for it. We pay for it up front. Client just submits their application. We pull credit. That way, when you come in here to the Encompass API, as Nick was saying, you just log in through our system here. And not only is the 1003 already in here, but the credit is already pulled and imported in here. The liabilities are already imported into here. So everything is in here ready for you to originate the loan. Now, to point out real quick, the dual laws that Nick was talking about, we do have the dual automated underwriting for Fannie and Freddie at the same time here with the click of a button. And then, of course, our AI does analyze it, as Nick was saying. That way, it can let you know what's going to be best for your client in this scenario. Now, once your loan is in underwriting, if we scroll down here on your same screen on your back login, you're going to get all your conditions right here. So your processor and you can upload documents to fulfill those conditions. You can dispute the conditions to kick them back to the underwriter, right? So everything is here in this one system. And this is how we can take a client from being just a name, email, phone number to communicating with them in our system, quoting them in our system, gathering their 1003, pulling their credit, originating their loan, fulfilling conditions. Everything is here in this one portal with one login for you and one login for your client. So now let's talk about where these leads come from in the first place. So as Nick mentioned earlier, we are more from a marketing background. So we don't buy leads from third parties. All of our leads we do from our own campaigns. And what happens is when a lead comes in from our campaigns, you are sent a text immediately. And you'll see here just an example of my test account here. This is all within about an hour's time. All these different text messages I'm getting to be able to claim these leads and call them instantly, right? So some regular purchase leads, some general requests, some foreign national leads, some DSCR leads. So all different kinds of leads coming in here all day that you're going to get those live hot leads coming from our ad campaign. So you can click the link and call them within 1 minute. We always want to call within 1 minute to have the best conversion rate. Now, another way that we provide you leads is through our auto dialer. So just like any other auto dialer, you can call 300-400 people in a day. If they don't answer, you can press a button that automatically drops an email and text to them saying that you tried to call, right? So you can call hundreds of people in a day, dropping those automated messages. And not only do we provide you with the dialer, but we put the leads in here for you. So you'll see there's thousands of leads in here. They're opted in leads. These are not a bunch of cold call lists, right? These are real opted in leads here. So there's thousands of leads for you to call at any given time. We also have lists of realtors in here. So you could call hundreds of realtors in a day to build referral relationships. So there's always calls in here for you to do. There's always leads there in the auto dialer. Now, another way that we can provide you with leads in our system is if you want to do your own campaign. So if you want us to copy our ad campaigns that we've proven out and put your budget on them, you can do so. So if you come here to the ad campaign page, you can see that if you want to boost your pipeline and you want to not have a 50-50 split on the back end for these leads, we can copy our campaign, put your budget on it, and those leads go directly to you. And you don't have to pay the 50-50 lead split on the back end, right? So this is not required. We're going to give you free leads every day at the 50-50 split. But if you want to boost your pipeline even more and boost your pipeline with leads where you're not paying the 50-50 lead split, you're more than welcome to have us copy our campaign and put your budget on it so that you're purchasing the leads up front as opposed to the 50-50 split on the back end if you take them for free up front. Now, another way that you can work leads here in our system is that you can import leads. So let's say you're already buying leads from a third-party source. Maybe it's Zillow or LendingTree or Free Rate Update or something like that. Maybe you run your own ad campaigns on social media. We give you the webhook here, your custom webhook, and the instructions on how to bring those leads into our system in real time. So as soon as the lead comes in from whatever source you're getting it from, it goes into our CRM. Our CRM notifies you. That way you can log in, call them, quote them, gather their documents, do everything in the system, just like any other lead that comes in, right? So essentially every way there is to work leads, we have that built into our system here for you. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and turn it over to Jose. So Jose is our CSO with 29 years of experience as both a loan officer and a realtor. So we'll have him talk about how this kind of all comes together to actually close more loans and the type of support that we provide here. And then we will open it up to questions. So go ahead, Jose.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar and joining the mortgage calculator as a loan originator. So the leads program that we have, very unique to the industry. I don't think any other company is letting every MLO that they have participate in the leads program. So very aggressive plan and also very fresh, hot off the press leads, right? These are not leads that we buy from a reseller. That customer and the lead that you're receiving just clicked on the ad seconds before you get the text. So speed to the lead is going to get you a 391% higher conversion rate. Now, leads are popping. Technology also amazing. It's all there for you to be able to capitalize on all the leads that you're going to be receiving because they are coming in. So what is not missing at the mortgage calculator, but it seems to be the missing link at many other companies, is the support that we provide here to make sure that those leads are capitalized and that you are converting them, and that once you do have that loan application submitted, that you have the support that you need to be able to connect the dots, not be spinning your wheels, and be closing those loans in 30 days of joining the company, right? Soon as you are cleared to originate, that you finish your training, you are assigned a mentor. The mentor also gets those email alerts. When you get the email loan application submitted, your mentor and management is going to be replying to that email, providing guidance. You're going to be setting up your structure meeting with your mentor to go over that new loan application. And then once everything's good to go on that loan application, you're going to be setting up your disclosure meeting with your mentor to get it disclosed. And it's those structure meetings and those disclosure meetings where the magic happens. I am in the live support Zoom room for structure assistance from 2 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Plus, we also have in-house processors in there that can assist you with basic questions. But when you do come to that structure meeting, that's where we make sure that that is the proper program for your customer. And as an example of some recent success stories, we have one of our MLOs. She signs up for her own leads program. First lead she gets, wouldn't you know it, it's a borrower, was denied by somebody else. Now he's coming to her, wants her to also transfer the appraisal. He was denied full doc. She's thinking maybe bank statement. Luckily for her, she comes to the structure meeting. And after careful review of her docs, we realized the best option was a profit and loss, not a bank statement, definitely not full doc. Customer had all these large deposits that could not be documented. So P&L was the way to go. That loan closed in 3 weeks and 2 days, including the appraisal transfer. It was $1,056,000 loan. It was approximately a $16,000 commission for the MLO. Not bad for her first deal. And I can guarantee you that if she would not have had the benefit of the structure meetings, and we had 2 or 3 more structure meetings after the initial one, as we walked her through the process. Had she not had that structure support, she would not have known to structure that deal because she was already thinking back statement. Probably the route she would have gone on her own, wouldn't have closed, and she would not have had the time to pivot to the actual product that would have closed the deal, which was the profit and loss option. So like that, we have many success stories, sometimes on a daily basis at the Mortgage Calculator on MLOs, getting structure assistance and realizing that they had a loan all the time where they thought due to maybe their preconceived notions, lack of experience, that they did not have a loan. So we're here to help you structure all your deals, help you close your deals, and looking forward to having you on board at the Mortgage Calculator.
All right. Thank you, Jose. Let's get into the next steps. Then we'll open it up to questions. So when you're ready to move forward, you're going to go to the mortgagecalculator.com/join, and we put the link there in the chat. And you're going to sign up for the plan that's applicable. Now, to go over the plans again, the Broker Unlimited, typically for people used to being brokers, used to the wholesale channel, or more experienced people, right? And you're going to earn 100% commission. All you're paying here is $2.99 a month tech fee because there's no transaction fees, and you're keeping 100% of the commission. So that's literally all that you're doing is paying the tech fee. Because again, you're a broker, so you're brokering loans with other lenders. You're using a third-party processor, so definitely a more independent role here. Now, for those of you that are newer or used to the correspondent channel and like the correspondent channel flexibility and pricing and all that kind of good stuff, this plan is probably more for you. Again, definitely more support. You're getting the one-on-one mentor. You're getting in-house processing, so it's a little, smoother and kind of all in one place, right? So definitely. And then, of course, you're not paying any monthly fees for the technology because you are an in-house loan officer, right? So 2 different plans, whichever one you want is fine. You can switch plans as well if you'd like later at a later time. And so you're going to sign up for the plan that's applicable. Now, it's going to take you right to sign the initial compensation agreement, but don't worry, it's going to email you a copy as well. So take your time and review it. But once you do sign that initial compensation agreement, that's what kicks off the next onboarding steps. That's when we'll reach out to get your employment documents, to have us walk you through how to have us sponsor your license, all that kind of good stuff. So that is the process, is to sign up. Once you sign that initial agreement, that's what will kick off the next steps. Now, if you're not licensed yet, I know there may be some people tuning in that don't have their license yet and about to get licensed. We do have a partnership with a mortgage school so that you can actually take the 20-hour course. And then we reimburse you for that course on your first check, right? So definitely a great opportunity. Of course, you can get licensed however you'd like through whatever school you'd like, but we do have a partnership with a mortgage school for a discounted 20-hour course. And then again, we do reimburse you when you take that course. So the mortgagecalculator.com/training is how you can get your license if you don't have it yet. So if you are already licensed and you're ready to move forward, you're going to go to the mortgagecalculator.com/join and sign up for the applicable plan. If you're not licensed yet and you still need to get your license, you can go to the mortgagecalculator.com/training. That course walks you through how to get your license from start to finish, includes the 20-hour course that is necessary to be able to take your test and get your license. And then again, we reimburse you on your first check for that. So that definitely helps the expenses of getting your license. So with that being said, let's go ahead and stop recording and we will open it up to your questions. I see some questions coming in there in the Q&A. Please put your questions there. We're more than happy to answer everybody's questions, and we'll go ahead and stop recording.